This is a Frisian Morgan cross. She's a 3-year-old. We've been working her for a couple weeks now and just kind of keep moving along with what she needs to get good at. She's been flagged and tarped and feels pretty good about it. So what I need to do today is to ride her with the flag and the tarp. And just part of the process so that she's comfortable about things that are going to be happening in her life is what we're after. Now, separation means is when you get the flag busy and you ask her to do something. This is separation. Going the other way, separation. Now you shut her down. I'm not giving her direction with my left hand, so it means just stand here, you'll be fine. So this is how it works. For those of you that need to see this, I meant to show you. Is this knot, you've seen me tie this knot 1,000 times, it's just an overhand knot, but when you got a halter that fits a horse with this much distance, I take the lead rope and I wrap it around one whole time. Now I've made it a shorter distance to the jaw. And that helps me have quicker contact with her. That's why I do it that way. So just remember that when you're dealing with the size of a horse's head. First thing I try to do is just get my tarp or my flag right straight above her. That way it's left eye and right eye. If I was to reach down and hit her with the tarp and with the flag right now, it'd scare her. So it's just a different view now for her. I can watch her ears and they'll just look every time I put it over in that eye. So we just need to build on this confidence level. In the ranch world, we found out that loading cattle with a flag is a lot of times a lot easier than a hot shot. And for one reason is that cattle have never seen it before that day when you're shipping calves, and it works pretty good. And in the alleyway, you can just put the flag down and slow calves down or stop calves, and it's just a great tool for shipping. This is just one of the things that happened the last 20 years that actually works. So now, if I were to hang on to her real tight, I'd be stealing a ride. If I just held it like this for 2 days, that would mean absolutely nothing. She needs to feel good about the noise and the tarp. A plastic flag with the tarp on it like this that you buy at Walmart, incidentally, makes noise. The new kind, that the scarf and the neck scarf, I guess it is, that doesn't make much noise, so it isn't much of a threat, which I guess is fine, but I really need to go there so that she can make it all the way from one side to the other. And she's got to understand that it's not me asking her to move, it's just me moving the flag. It's the same as a polo horse or a roping horse or you moving your arms around on a horse. They feel comfortable about it. Now if you got a horse that's kind of bothered about this and can't take this right here, then get off and start over, because they're gonna hurt you. Any horse that can't take this, they're telling you when they're on your back, when you're on their back, that they are not doing well if you can't do that. Under here is betrayal. Now you get a woofy horse and stick that flag under there, you're going to go for a really fast ride. Well, of course we know this horse. So that's basically it. That's what I need to see on this colt. Now you can carry it to as long a stream as you want. You can go out riding in the hills with the flag. You can do whatever it is you think you need to do. But that's it. Now, horse that won't cross a flag is a red flag. Let me get the tarp. He's here on sale for $19.95 this week. If you're interested, you can get a hold of Deb. High-tech training aids. She's been shown the tarp, she's been walked over it, she's been driven over it. So it's time to ride her with it. Now in the confidence world, I'm leaving this. I didn't hang on to this rope simply because this particular horse, you can see how scared she is. It's just one more level for her to gain her confidence. If I were to hold on to her under here and rub her with the tarp, then I would be betraying her and myself. And if she got bothered, I wouldn't get on. This is called stealing a ride, when you make a horse stand and then you rub them with the tarp. Stealing a ride in the cowboy world is the same as a short circling somebody, which will be explained at a later date. But any of us that ever worked with anybody that short circled you, you just wrote them off. They weren't going to be cowboys. Wasn't going to happen. As you know, that's pretty much all I can relate to is the way things are done on a ranch, because that's where I spend a lot of time and that's what I respect, that lifestyle. So now this is what they used to call slicker broke. The old timers called their slicker a fish, because when they put it on in the rain, it made them like a fish, I guess. The nest was the bedroll and the fish was the slicker. Well, they carried the slicker usually on the back of their saddle because they carried pretty much everything with them. And then if they did lose their cattle, they might be able to use their slicker to slow the cattle down. That's kind of the idea of slicker broke. But she seems to be pretty nice, and once again, the betrayal part would be to do this with a bit in her mouth. And I know you're waiting for the dust cloud and all the big wreck, but we're not making these videos just to thrill the crowd. We're trying to make these videos to help people out. And this may be an opportunity for somebody out there to say, you know, I probably ought to work that horse on the tarp a little bit more before I ride it with one. Or they might say, well, be darned, I've never seen somebody actually ride a horse with a tarp. Well, that's why we do this. So anyway, this colt's doing just fine. We just wanted to show you where she's at. And we'll be moving on. Thank you.